Did you know that the story of humankind itself began in Africa? Not just a story, the story. For nearly 200,000 years, Homo sapiens walked the African continent, evolving, creating, and building civilizations long before the pyramids of Egypt, long before the Roman Empire. Here is what you were never taught. This is Africa, before the textbooks, before the colonizers. Let's go back. Far back. Imagine East Africa, perhaps the Oduwe Gorge in Tanzania. This isn't just some archaeological site, it's the literal birthplace of us all. Here, scientists like the Leakeys unearthed evidence proving that our earliest ancestors originated on the African continent. These weren't primitive beings. They were innovators, toolmakers, and the first explorers. They migrated, adapted, and laid the foundations for everything that followed. Their story is etched in the very soil beneath our feet. But so many narratives skip this crucial beginning, jumping straight to other continents, other stories. They erase the very start of the human story. Now, fast forward millennia. Forget the Hollywood images of mud huts and endless savanna. Picture Kingdom of Aksum of modern-day Ethiopia. This wasn't just some tribal gathering. It was a sophisticated empire, trading with Rome, minting its own gold coins, and building towering obelisks that still stand today. Or consider Great Zimbabwe. Its massive stone structures, built without mortar, testify to a complex society with advanced engineering skills. These weren't isolated incidents. The continent teemed with vibrant cultures, complex political systems, and thriving trade networks connecting regions internally and externally, long before European ships appeared on the horizon. Islamic trade touched and transformed the continent, connecting Africa to the Indian Ocean world. And yet, how often do you hear about these achievements? How often are these stories centered, rather than relegated to the margins? So, why is this history so often suppressed? Who benefits from this erasure? The answer, sadly, lies in the legacy of colonialism and the transatlantic slave trade. To justify the brutal exploitation of African people and resources, European powers needed to create a narrative of African inferiority. They systematically downplayed, ignored, or even destroyed evidence of pre-colonial African achievements. Textbooks were written to portray Africa as a dark continent, devoid of history, civilization, or any significant contribution to the world. This wasn't just a matter of ignorance, it was a deliberate act of historical manipulation. The impacts are felt today. Consider the modern African states. Many of their borders were arbitrarily drawn by European powers during the scramble for Africa in the late 19th century. These artificial divisions continue to fuel conflict and instability. Or think about the African diaspora, millions of people scattered across the Americas as a result of the transatlantic slave trade. Their cultural heritage, their very identities, are inextricably linked to this suppressed history. Today, African historians, filmmakers, and podcast creators are working to reclaim this narrative, to correct the historical record, and to empower future generations. But the fight is far from over. It's on all of us to seek out these untold stories, to challenge the dominant narratives, and to recognize Africa's central role in the human story. Africa's history is long, complex, and vital. It's time we all learned it.